Welcome everybody to another episode of Darth Bandit Sith Academy. And today we're going to go over something a little special, something near and dear to my heart. And that is one of the keys to winning in Grand Arena Championships. So what we're going to do is go over to Grand Arena. And I'm going to use, as you can see, my skill rating is 3724. It's been on the rise. I have 5 consecutive victories right now. Working on a 6th. Hopefully I will get one with this gentleman. But I want to go back to my last win and show you something. We talked about it before, about my defense. So I go heavy on defense. As you can see, he took out my Ray, he took out my C, but he could not take out my Iden team, my Iden Versio, and he could not take out my Dash Rendar squad. Going back, he took out my Vader team, he took out my SLKR with 2 shots, he took out my Gas 501st, and he took out my Muldalorians. Now, he did all that, relatively easy for him. But he also placed 3 Galactic Legends on defense, giving him only 3 on offense. I placed 4 on defense, giving me only 2 on offense, and that's why I didn't full clear. But I want to show you something. You'll notice that the 2 top teams up here that he couldn't clear, both have Omicrons on their leaders. All 3 teams back here have Omicrons on their leaders. Now I want to put this in perspective now. The person I fought, Marlin Hunter, I believe his name was. That's it, yeah. Did not even go after my Phoenix. Phoenix doesn't look like much, but Hera's Omicron ability makes this a viable defense. Same with Akbar, and same with Qui-Gon Jinn. Qui-Gon, once he dies, it's just game over. Everybody's got an immense amount of offense, and if Jedi Knight Anakin goes, Lord help your team. And that's really all there is to it. So I want to go over defensive strategy with you, how to go about winning. And winning, I found, let me back up. So I dove into a strategy meeting with a guy I'm currently guildmates with. I've been a guildmate of his going on 2 years now. And he is a trusted friend. He studies Grand Arena more than anybody I know. And him and I had a breakdown where he viewed my past histories, told me what squads, were doing what performance-wise. And it took the better part of an evening going back and forth, discussing my former strategy. I was placing trash on defense, hoping I could full clear on offense, and with luck, gain more banners than my opponent. Not exactly the best way to go. So he told me I need to up my defense, and by upping my defense, I could get more holds. And hopefully, with the amount of resources that I had left on offense, I could get more wins than my opponent. And that's helped me out. So much so, it's helped me out the last 5 GAC rounds. Now, what I do to prepare is I go to, we'll go there. Show you my bot. There's my OmegaBot, and I transfer this to my computer so I can see their offense and defensive strategies. And I can see that for, I don't know how many weeks it goes back, but a lot of weeks. I also go, and this is my current opponent, so I check out all the basic need-to-know stuff. So I can tell you that he's got 8.1 million GP. I've got 9.24. I have a little more resources available than he does. I have 10 Omicrons. I believe 8 of them are for Grand Arena, which is a bonus. He has 4 Omicrons, so I'm okay with that. I have 166 Zetas to his 190. And here's the big kicker, guys. Mod analysis. So I have a lot more 6-dot mods, but he absolutely crushes me in speed 25 plus, speed 20 to 24, speed 10 to 14, and offense percentage 6 plus. He just absolutely cripples me. Where I cripple him is, the total levels. He has no tier 9s. He has 8 tier 8s. I have 35. He has 25 tier 7s. I have 50. So you see that I have a lot more relics, but he is a lot faster. One of his deficits is he's only working with 5 Galactic Legends to my 6, and he doesn't have, like I said, he has no Relic 9, so his Executor is going to be slower than mine. So I analyze this and think, okay, good deal. I then check out his history. Oh, can't do that here. I would check out his last 3 GACs, and he performed rather poorly in his last 3 GACs, but he won last round. So I'm assuming he fought the poor bastard who is in our GAC this round, who has 4 GLs. He is in a pretty bad way. I'm going to assume he's not going to win very much. But going back to GAC, the key here, guys, for me, is a strong offense. Like I said, or strong defense, I apologize. Now, he has 5 GLs, so what I'm thinking, okay, if he has 5, I looked at his history. His history tells me he always puts a Ray on defense. Okay, not a problem. So what I do is I put my Ray on defense. I put my Lord Vader team up here. Now, I want you to look at Lord Vader. Lord Vader is pretty stout. I have 3 tanks, Ninth Sister. I have Royal Guard and Gar Saxon. I have recently pumped Gar Saxon up to R8, and I have Wampa. Wampa does just a ridiculous amount of damage when dots are applied, and Lord Vader does apply a lot of dots. That said, I also have Iden Versio. She has her Omicron, and I have Dash Rendar, who is also Omicron. Very, very difficult to defeat. That's why I put them on there. And then we will go down to the bottom, where I put my Mandalorian team down there. I put C. C is an interesting one. Yes, I know Jedi Master Luke can clear him easily, but what I want to point out is that he is going to have to go through my Sith Eternal tank, and that tank can take a beating. I Relic 9, or I have started Relic 9ing all of my tanks when the mats become available, because tanks are the most beneficial for that Relic level. And just to give you an idea, oh, it's not gonna, oh, there it is. just to give you an idea, he's got 165,000 protection and 91,000 health. So he is an absolute monster to whittle down. I've got SLKR, and I put my Star Killer team on here. Now, I like this Star Killer team with the Barris lead. Not many people run this. Typically, people run it with the Emperor Palpatine lead and Mara Jade, along with Old Ben and Visas Mar. I decided to run it with Barris Offee as a lead, Kylo Ren Unmasked, Darth Malak at Relic 9, and Visas Mar to provide heals and also to revive if necessary. Now, what I put in back is I'm relying again on my Omicrons. I have my Omicron Phoenix Squad. I have my Omicron Rebel Squad. I also put Mon Mothma back here because if he by chance gets back here, chances are he's probably exhausted most of his stuff, and going after my Mon Mothma squad is going to be relatively painful. Once they start hitting him and they don't stop and that train gets to moving, there's nothing really he can do about that. And because my Executor is faster than his, I threw my Executor on defense, and I threw my Malevolence on defense. I do this because I am confident that he will take longer to beat. I also do it because he has a cookie cutter defense. That's what OmegaBot has showed me. He places the same defense all the time, week after week, and all of his defenses show that he places a Rebel squad and a Resistance squad, I believe, for fleets. And, I'm saving, a good arsenal for those. So I'm not too worried about that in the least. Now you're thinking, wow, that's a pretty stout defense. What do you have for offense? That's a great question. So what I do, and I do this after every 3 rounds, because I do make character adjustments, I make improvements, relic levels, different Zetas. I have a Zeta I'm waiting to put on somebody. I'm just trying to figure it out. So I have my teams, and don't put any stock into what's called defense or offense or garbage. They basically vary from time to time, and I'll show you examples of what. So Dash is on defense. This is another defense. I put my gas 501st on here, but as you can see, I changed it up and I put Shock T in there as a lead. This is another defense. These are all defenses. But here's one. My Omicron Qui-Gon Jinn. Normally, I do put him on defense. I wanted to flip it around a little bit, just in case he scouts me. And, he's one of the good counters for him is General Grievous. So if he does decide to scout my past defenses and he sees this, I'm hoping he removes his General Grievous from defense, and this opens up an opportunity for me to gain even more banners. Not that I would ever attack a General Grievous on defense with this, but I want to switch things up a bit. So, I kept CLS for offense, Darth Revan, Jedi Master Kenobi. As you can see, next go around, I'm going to have Anakin, or General Anakin Skywalker with Kenobi. I took him out of the squad for 501st. I have my Imp Troopers. I have my beloved Bounty Hunter squad with Zam Weasel's she has hers Omicron as well. And the beauty of her is she shares stats to include speed, and I've got her pegged at 344 speed. So while this guy's got a ton of speed at his disposal, I'm not doing too shabby either. As you can see here again, I have my Phoenix squad as offense, but you can see, the last two battles I put them on defense. So don't put too much stock in them. I put my Bad Batch Echo with my JMK squad. A lot of people are using that meta on my Arena Shard, and it seems to work. It does a real good job, and I can use Ahsoka Tano, the regular one, in another area. So I've done that. I always save the Traya squad for offense because she can take out Geonosians easily, and she can also take out Mon Mothma easily. And I typically see either one or both on most defenses. I'm not even sure why people place those on defense. I have the Emperor Palpatine with Mara Jade on offense. And I do this because Mara Jade is, when Mara Jade attacks with her basic, Emperor Palpatine is going to assist. Sith Trooper is an assist machine. So he's going to assist when everybody attacks. Darth Vader, when he does his merciless massacre, Sith Trooper is just going to be an assist machine. And that's why I put him with this squad right here. I love it. And Stormtrooper is just a beast. I love him to death. I have my Night Sisters. They're, they are what they are. I use them if I have to. Things are pretty grim if I'm starting to use my Night Sister. I'm not too fond of that squad. As you see, my Mothma team is on defense, so there's, the offense tag really doesn't mean anything. I have a extra bounty hunter team. I have my Ewoks if things are really going to hell. I have a garbage Galactic Republic squad. I have a garbage Empire squad. I have a garbage First Order squad, and a garbage Scoundrel squad, and a garbage Resistance squad. So these are the kitchen sink items that I'm going to throw if I get to say, one team I can't seem to finish. These are what I'm going to throw at that. But anyway, like I said, make the most of your characters. I'm going to show you some of my mods. They don't even have to be spectacular mods. But modding everybody well, or modding everybody, gives you a better shot. So as you can see, I don't have, I've got gray mods on Poe Dameron, garbage squad or not, But I do have all of my characters modded, even my Ewoks. And it's important to go over and make sure that they are modded, that you do have the synergies. And because you get the bonuses, and the bonuses are worthwhile. So now that we've gone over that, I hope you will take Omicrons a little more seriously. Like I said, I do this so that you guys can benefit from it. I know I have benefited from it, and my boy Jawa Juice for Days, his strategy development with me and my squad and the resources I have has put me on a winning streak that I've wanted to share with you. I'm thankful for him and for all he's done and the wisdom and guidance he's provided me. It's made me a better player, and it's made me better in GAC, and I'm grateful for it. So if you want to open your mind and ask a few questions, me and Jawa Juice for Days will be more than happy to answer your questions, because he does follow the channel, and I'm going to open it up for him to answer questions you may have. Like I said, I do this for all of you guys, for our community. It is growing. We're up to 83 subscribers. I never thought we'd get up this high. I'm grateful to each and every one of you. I'm also grateful to everybody who is new to the channel. I ask that you take this time to hit that like and subscribe button, and even hit the bell notification so you can get the most up-to-date content that I put out. This will help with the algorithm, and it will help the newer players decide, should I put an Omicron on this character? Should I put a Zeta on that character? Should I level this squad? Should I level that? Which galactic legend should I go for first? And while I am a whale, to be sure, and while I can compete at the highest levels of the game, I'm in a more casual guild that I really enjoy. It's got one of the best atmospheres I've ever had, where everybody does their part, and it's a good-natured place. So I'm one of the higher GPs there. Me and a guy named Potato are, good buddies, I would like to think, and do great things. But this channel is dedicated to you guys so that you can make informed decisions on what best to do with your squads, characters, and where you want to go with the game. Because there are many facets to this game, and I want to make sure that I'm giving you the best information possible. So hitting that like and subscribe will help people get that information that they need. And asking questions is also a great way to do it. So if you hit that like and subscribe, I greatly appreciate it. If you have any questions, hit me below in the comments. May the force be with you.